Hi, I'm Al Bangora, the Superintendent of the Minneapolis Park and Recreation Board. We were honored to be named the finalist for the 2021 National Gold Medal Award for Excellence in Park and Recreation Management. Over the last 15 months, we've faced a lot of challenges, and I'm incredibly proud of how the Minneapolis Park System rose to those challenges, highlighting the resiliency of our organization and the people we serve.
Parks are a defining staple of life in Minneapolis, the city of lakes. Early park leaders had the vision and determination to acquire much of the city's lakes, creeks, and Mississippi riverfront for the public so that it could be enjoyed by everyone. But when the park system was imagined 140 years ago, the upper riverfront was already occupied by industry. River First is a generational vision for transforming Minneapolis' industrial riverfront through miles of new connected parks and trails. Major progress has been made over the last 3 years. Hall's Island, a habitat-rich island and gravel beach, has been restored after it was destroyed by a lumberyard in the 1960s. Sheridan Memorial Park, the site of an old brewery and foundry, was completed with a new riverfront trail. The 26th Avenue North Overlook, formerly an overgrown dead end blocking river access, opened in May 2021. Waterworks also opened in May. It features a new 2-story riverfront pavilion built around excavated mill ruins, terraced green spaces overlooking the river, and improved trail connections. With so much water, it's crucial to teach people how to swim. The Phillips Aquatic Center opened in 2018. It's the only indoor public pool in the city, offering low-cost swim lessons throughout the year. The Trailhead also opened in 2018, providing a base for year-round outdoor recreation opportunities in Minneapolis' largest park. When the COVID-19 pandemic arrived in Minnesota, people flocked to the parks. In March, parkways began opening to pedestrians to create more room on popular trails. Sections of 8 different parkways, totaling 21 miles, were closed to vehicles and open to pedestrians. More than 7,000 signs were created with public health messages written in 4 languages. The Park Ambassador program expanded, with staff members redeployed as public health educators in parks. We created virtual and take-home programs to keep people of all ages active and engaged while many public buildings were closed. And with guidance from public health experts, new in-person programs rolled out with safety precautions in place. Above all, our top priority always remained the safety of staff and park users. George Floyd was murdered by a Minneapolis police officer on Memorial Day, May 25, 2020. Peaceful protests devolved into rioting, and hundreds of buildings were damaged or destroyed. We understand parks can be vital to civic movements and strongly support First Amendment rights. Parks hosted rallies, protests, marches, and celebrations as the push for racial justice in Minneapolis carried forward. Shortly after rioting ended, an unprecedented encampment crisis began. Encampments spread to nearly 50 parks across the city. We believe everyone experiencing homelessness is vulnerable and deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. But we did not have adequately trained staff or resources to serve unsheltered people living in parks. Over the summer, we created processes to permit encampments and address ones with safety issues, provided restrooms, hand-washing stations, and increased trash collection, and conducted daily outreach. We took what we learned from the civil unrest and encampment crisis and created a new community connection and violence prevention team. It was a tough year for youth, with most schools closed and socializing limited. Serving kids, teens, and young adults is a top priority for our organization. We're focused on the pillars of recreation. Creation spaces, where people can learn skills and make connections with creative industry professionals. Youth employment, nature programs, cycling, community gardening, and intergenerational centers of excellence.
Parks have a unique capacity to offer a wonderful variety of restorative outlets for people. You can exercise and play, learn and discover, or simply relax and enjoy the natural beauty that connects us all. The importance of parks is magnified during these trying times, and I'm very grateful to live in a city that has always supported parks and understood their importance. Together, we will continue to build, maintain, and improve the best park system in the country.